Hi, welcome back to Brad's Reactors. We have my son Chad here today, and we are glad he's back.
I'm wearing a Day to Remember shirt, but I am wearing a Green Day hat.
Okay, I was going to see if he had anything on appropriate for what we're going to do. We're going to go into one of Green Day's earlier songs off of Dookie. I think it was their first or second MTV release. But anyway, it's Longview by Green Day, and we're going to go straight into it.
Sounds good. Let's go.
I'll sit around and watch the tube, but nothing's on. I change the channels for an hour or two. Twiddle my thumbs just for a bit. I'm sick of all the same old shit. In a house with unlocked doors, and I'm fucking lazy. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm turning more than you with blood till I smell like shit. Peel me off this Velcro seat and get me moving. I sure as hell can't do it by myself. I'm feeling like a dog in heat, barred indoors from a summer street. I locked the door to my own cell and I lost a key. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm turning more than you have blood till I smell like shit. I got no motivation. Where is my motivation? No time for the motivation. Smoking my inspiration. I sit around and watch the phone, but no one's calling. Call me pathetic, call me what you will. My mother says to get a job, but she don't like the one she's got. When masturbation's lost its fun, you're fucking low. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm turning more than you have blood till loneliness has chased our eyes. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Oh, slipping away to paradise. Some say quit or alcohol, but it's just like me.
I don't like to miss any of it.
That's a great video.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? At Brad Reactors, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. I don't like to do that till we've listened to the song. A couple things. Chad has heard this song. I've heard this song.
It's one
We've
of my
heard it
favorites.
live, so this isn't a first-time reaction. But watching the video from back in 1994, have you seen that
No,
video?
that's actually the first time I've seen the video, and there's a couple things I liked about it.
I'm gonna quickly go into your questions. I got a vague memory, guys, when we first started the channel 5 months ago and we were putting it together. we might have tried to do a reaction to this, and I think we had a technical difficulty, so I don't think it's online. At the very beginning, we were finding our way, uh,
Yeah,
but I
I'm not
think
sure.
we started to react to Longview and we lost it in editing. So anyway, we're glad to be doing it. So I'm gonna let you take over, and I'll be quiet while you give your thoughts on Longview.
So the very first thing in the video that happened I liked is there's a dog that throws poop at the screen, and Billy Joe was asked by a reporter by MTV, like, why'd you name the album Dookie? And he said, well, it sounds like crap. And I thought that was a funny, almost like a tribute to that
No,
reporter.
he
almost,
didn't
maybe.
act thinking the album sounded that way after it was done, did he?
No, he said that on live television to MTV. Yeah.
I think at the beginning when Billy Joe was real young, there's no telling what he would say. Well, there's still no telling what he'll say.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's a great personality, great songwriter. Some people say they're punk, some will say they're not punk. I disagree. I don't make you commenters mad, but the ones that are saying it's not punk, I think you're being a little too judgmental. It doesn't fit your definition of punk. To me, punk is being rebellious and being different. And you don't have to be. I thought Johnny Cash was punk, for instance. I thought before punk was even invented. So to me, my definition of punk, definitely. But we can agree to disagree on that. Uh, they were really young on this, and I had a band at the time, and I bought this CD. It was CD at the time, not cassette, to band practice,
Hmm.
and nobody had heard it. And I started playing it, and we were playing mostly classic rock type stuff back then, and everybody liked it, but it sort of shocked them. They didn't know what is this.
Yeah.
It was completely new, different than Nirvana, but it was new in its own way, if you know what I mean.
I think I remember the very first time you showed me this album when I was in your truck very young. That's how good this album was from top to bottom. So
Well, and when we seen them last year, we took the whole family, some of the grandkids, the ones that were old enough, kids, my girlfriend, and we seen them up in Washington, D.C., and I also seen them 2 other places last year, and they did the whole Dookie album
and American Idiot.
American Idiot from start to finish.
What a show.
And then on top of throwing in some greatest hits. But Longview, a couple of neat facts about it. It's named after Longview, Washington. It's a town,
Mm-hmm.
and be delicate how I put this next fact in there. Comments can mention it. Mike, the bass player, when he wrote it, was under the influence. I'll just leave it at that.
I bet he was.
And the next morning, they were trying to find tapes because Billy Joe was like, I think that was a good bass line. I think we need to find that song you wrote. And they actually pieced together some tapes of what he recorded while he was out of it pretty good.
That's one of the best bass lines ever, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, Keith Richards used to always leave his, of the Stones, of course, his tape deck running when he was fiddling, because you never know when you create a riff, which I think that's smart for all
It
you
is.
songwriters out there. Leave that thing running because you might tape something at night and then in the morning not be able to play it.
Yeah, that's
not
very
remember
true.
it, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the bass line sounds dramatic now. It's iconic, which I think of Green Day as still being a young band.
Mhm.
Guess I got them froze in time, but that's an iconic bass line, one of the better rolling bass lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when they play that live and he hits that bass line, the whole place is, well, the whole concert, guys, for you that have not seen Green Day,
It's worth it.
from beginning to end, nobody's sitting down. I mean, the 2.5, 3 hours, whatever they play. We seen them at a festival last year too. Remember the name of the festival? Ocean's Calling.
Yeah, Ocean's Calling. That's what it was.
Yeah, and I mean, they bring it the whole time. And we don't talk a lot of politics on here. We stay away from politics and religion. We'll talk spiritual, and we'll also talk. What I'll say is, we don't want to divide. We want to bring together. So I specifically don't talk per se politics, But I will say this, and I hope that both sides agree. I'm against war. I know there's times that we have to have war. We have to protect ourselves. I extremely appreciate the young men that lose their lives or sacrifice, come back with physical and mental problems. Highly respect that. Okay, so and a lot of people, what they get wrong, they think when people are debating against war, they're against our soldiers. And if I can't speak for everybody, but without our soldiers, we wouldn't be here. And the reason I'm against war, I think of those soldiers as little kids, dying, sacrificing their lives, and sometimes countries, people there dying where the war wasn't necessary. I won't talk about specific wars, but to me, the only time we should have war is if someone's invading. I won't get too deep into it. We can say weapons of mass destruction. I'll leave it at this, and I'll probably get a few commenters that don't like this. But to start a war, all you have to do is scare people. I learned this in a sales class, and I actually walked out of the sales class because I'm like, if we got to sell by fear, I don't want to be selling. But they say weapons of mass destruction, they say nuclear, they say this, they say that, and sometimes it's true. It really is a threat. But it used to be you would just say communism, then it became weapons of mass destruction, and a lot of wars over the years did not have to be fought, and these young men that I consider heroes did not have to die. So that's not a political statement. It's on either side, but and not speaking for Billy Joe, but I think where he's taken out of context sometimes, he's against war. I think people think he doesn't love America. I think he's got the guts to love America to lose fans by speaking out. And you could agree or disagree with him on some things, but it takes nerve to do that. You can lose a lot of album sales, a lot of people, and he's trying to better the world. So I back Green Day. I back Billy Joe. I think they're great people, but I also back people that are on the other thoughts than me. If they're trying to better the world and they're honestly trying to help it, I support those people too. I support anybody that is in their heart trying to help the world, our country, but I believe the whole world. So I went on my little rant.
Yeah, long
Green
story
Day
short.
gets me motivated. I can't help it.
Long story short, we're not American idiots. No,
Right.
that's joking.
Well, and he was
It's
He
that's
was-
either way.
yeah, okay. And that was originally about this Bush and the
Yeah,
okay.
in 2000 something.
Yeah. But anyway, I think he's a proud American, and I think he tries to better America, and I hope I don't get too many trash comments on that. But come back and see us, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Our goal is to bring you great music, and I consider Green Day great, along with a lot of others, and
I agree.
we will see you soon. Thanks for watching,
Thanks.
and rock on.